The costs associated with CMMC specifically fall into readiness, your assessment or certification, and then your maintenance. Every single one of those is really hard to say how much the cost is. Every single company is going to be different. Let's start with readiness. The DoD hasn't given any guidance on how much readiness is going to cost because companies inside of the DoD contracting world are supposed to be already compliant. Ever since 2017, it's mandated inside of all contracts or most contracts to follow NIST 800-171. I can guess every company, it's going to be different, ranging from maybe 10,000 upwards of 150,000, if not more. It really depends on what your infrastructure looks like, what your scope is, and what technologies you're using. On-premise is going to be different than cloud, and a small enclave of 1 or 2 computers is going to be different than a full 200-person company that's covering their entire infrastructure. Now, for the assessment or certification, from what I've heard talking to assessment organizations, it still ranges. I've seen everything from $50,000 all the way up to $130,000 or $140,000 for one certification. These certifications need to be done every 3 years. And I would expect to still use that same amount every single assessment cycle. Now, for the maintenance, this is a little bit easier to calculate. This is a self-assessment done every year. The maintenance is easier to calculate because it is an annual cost that's mainly labor. I would suggest maybe budget about $10,000 per year to have a small team or one person go through your entire assessment journey and do a self-assessment and then submit that score to EMAS or SPRS.